First thing I'd want myself to know at that young age is the more hands you shake, the more money you make. You guys realize that, right? Everybody here can double their income without closer school just by doing more than you're doing today. Talking to more people, shaking more hands, introducing yourself, networking more, going to more events. Instead of staying home, you're out networking, you're out hand gladding, you're out shaking hands, pressing palms, up in the numbers, right? I wish I knew that back in the day. You know what else I would have liked to have known back in the day? To take shit more seriously. For years, I just bebopped around like a dipshit, right? Didn't pay attention, didn't practice, didn't implement, didn't use every opportunity to get better. Because you guys are blessed with opportunities. If you're selling something right now and you have a customer, that's an opportunity. And that opportunity is not just to make a commission, it's to build a relationship, which is what you should be doing first. Secondly, it's an opportunity to practice and hone your craft to become a master at what you're doing. And if you become a master at what you're doing, you're going to be successful financially anyway, no matter what. But you have to be a master at what you're doing. Name somebody that's badass to the level of master, like Bruce Lee, right? To the level of the best in the world at your craft. Who's broke that's the best in the world? Who do you know? Anybody? I bet you can't name anybody. I bet maybe if I thought about it, like the best homeless person in the world. Autonomous. Maybe the new president of Chaz, the autonomous. That's right. You know, but I'm talking about sales. I'd take it more seriously. I'd use every opportunity to get better. I'd appreciate and have the gratitude that I didn't have. It took me a lot longer to move up, advance, make money. I would take it more seriously and realize that, man, there's a lot of opportunity. Every second of every day in a sales situation is an opportunity to get better, practice your craft, make a relationship, more importantly, and turn that individual into a friend. Because, dude, if you can make that individual an actual friend, you're going to sell them not only what they came to buy, more than likely, because half of you are just order takers standing around fucking taking an order. I would have took things more seriously and appreciated every opportunity and got better quicker. Number 3, I wish someone would have told me to start a company. How many people on this episode have a company? If you don't have a company, you're like, well, I work for so-and-so. I don't care. Go start a company. Start your own company. Start a company tomorrow. Go down, business office, start a company. It's $300-400 maybe, depending on where you go. You can go online. There's corporations that'll set it up for you. You don't have to know shit. Just pay the money. Come up with a cool name. Now, why would I start a company? Well, dude, the tax advantages of starting a company are ridiculous. All the money I spent dry cleaning, I could have ran that through my company. Why? Because my company leases out fucking rock star sales talent and they have to look good. All the money I spent, on books or training, I could have freaking wrote off. So you can write off a lot of investments when you have a business. I wish someone would have told me that, especially in sales. Lack of fear, write that down. I wish someone would have told me to stop being afraid of the dumbest shit. A lot of you guys are gonna spend a lot of time afraid of customers, afraid of, making calls. You're gonna anticipate negativity when you approach a door. The reason is fear. You're gonna fear the dumbest things. Fear what people think, fear rejection. So what somebody says no? What are you so worried about? Like, dude, everybody's not gonna buy your shit. The question is to find enough people as fast as you can that do wanna buy your shit, that need your shit, that want your shit. The lack of fear is what I wish someone would have told me to have. You shouldn't fear anything. 0. Don't fear getting fired. Don't fear upping a customer. I say upping a customer because that's what we used to call them. A customer was an up. You got to go talk to that up. And they called it an up because it was an acronym for unattended person. But ultimately, a lot of people would have fear. When I sold Bill Gates a car, nobody wanted to up the guy. They didn't know who he was. I didn't know who he was. Guess what? I don't care. I'm going to go talk to anybody. Because I would have recognized that talking to somebody is an opportunity to do business. Even if they don't buy, a lot of times I'd get referrals from the people I didn't sell anything to. But more importantly, I built relationships, ended up getting free concert tickets, ended up freaking doing all kinds of cool shit just because I built the relationship first. And then when that individual was ready to come back, guess who they knew, like, and trusted? Me. Guess what all the other salesmen left an impression on him? This guy just wants a commission. So again, I wish someone would have told me that. Another one, grow thick skin. That's part of lack of fear. Dude, just don't worry about stupid shit. Just grow thick skin. Doesn't matter what people say. Doesn't matter what people think. Who cares? Knock the door down. I always say, you knock on that door long enough, dude, guess what? That sumbitch is coming down. Grow thick skin. Don't let anything bother you. I wish somebody would have told me that follow-up is critical. I can't tell you how many times I didn't follow up. And by the way, with a thick skin, with a lack of fear, with no negative self-talk, talking yourself out of it. Geez, I've already called him 7 times. I bet he's trying to get rid of me. Boy, he's not answering my call. I guess he doesn't want to talk to me anymore. Why is he ghosting me? Then you start to get that negative, and then when you finally get a hold of him, you almost sound like you caught his ass. You guys got to leave your problems at the door, even starting tomorrow. COVID, divorce, doesn't matter. Whatever your problems are, leave them at the door. You got to get your mind right. When you get in the game, you got to be prepared and act like you're going into a cage and you're about to fight a dude. You ever stand outside of a cage looking at some dude waiting for you to get in there to fucking throw down? Dude, your heart's all pumping. People are like, oh, I didn't know you fought, Brad. I haven't. I just imagined. Yes, sir. Your heart's racing. I'm not thinking, last night it wasn't very nice when you said something bad about me. I'd be like focused, adrenaline pumping, focused on what's about to go down. And I'd walk in that ring and I'd freaking swing 3 ways, fast, hard, and consecutively. Now either I'm going down or that dude is. Somebody's going down. And if I got my ass kicked, I'd leave the ring, heal up, and head back in with the same focus and enthusiasm. So that's every single day when you approach sales. Now ask yourself, are you approaching sales that way? Because I'll bet you the answer is no, not really. You're kind of half-assing it, aren't you? Tell the truth, you're a half-ass. So wake yourself up, man. This is what I wish someone would have told me, because dude, I was half-assing it most of the time. Even though I kicked everyone's ass, doesn't mean I couldn't have doubled and tripled what I did. I was still a lazy dick. Here's another one I wish someone would have told me. Practice. Okay, I didn't practice. I practiced on real customers and it cost me a fortune. Dude, practice on your friends. Tell people you just want to practice on them. Role play with me. Tell me no. Try to act like you don't want to buy something. They're the worst critics anyway. If you can close them, and you can if you do the techniques, you get them to move from a no to a yes. They start to say, man, I'll probably buy from it. And you're like, dude, you're supposed to be doing it, like you're not a buyer. But I'd practice, even your rebuttals, even your objections. If you don't have like 5 rebuttals to every single possible objection you have, then you're not really that prepared, are you? Have you written down all of the objections that one gets? If I said, Sean Grover, name the top 5 objections. If you can't go bing, 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 that means you're not studying the craft. You're not practicing as much as you should be, and you're not really taking it seriously. Like, you're violating a lot of these things. That's what I did. Nobody told me this. Like, if I would have treated it like a freaking college. Like, dude, people go to college and get out and work for 60 grand. You go to college in the first 4 to 5 years of a sales career, you can make $1 million a year, no problem. Like, it's the best time to get better is when you're learning this stuff, practicing this stuff, knowing to write down stats. What is the number 1 objection I get? What is 5 rebuttals that I can instantly spit out in 3 different ways, in 2 different languages? That's when you're freaking a pro. And then I'd also leverage other people, man. I didn't leverage enough people. You guys realize you can get a virtual assistant online for $1,500 a month. If you guys got $1,500 a month left over and you know how to leverage somebody else, you can double your income just by having a virtual assistant prospect for you, go find all the leads for you. You could tell a virtual assistant right now, hey, I want the names and phone numbers and email of the 50 top CEOs of the target companies that I would love to sell. Now you go do that while you continue doing whatever it is you do. That virtual assistant will go do the work to literally get those phone numbers, get those emails. She'll make the 3 hours of calls to get past the gatekeeper. Incentivize her even more than her normal pay. You incentivize that, you're spending $1,500. You know how much $1,500 will get you? 40 hours a week. 40 hours a week, dude. That's like a complete another job. So $1,500 gets you somebody working 40 hours a week for you. What can they be doing for 40 hours a week that can make you money? Prospecting, research, white papers, okay, customer service, calling all your past customers.